Hey guys, Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, I'm going to be showing you guys the most interesting and creepy encounter I have ever had in RDR2. So I was riding along and I was actually looking for something completely different, but I saw this house and then I noticed that there was a white blip on my minimap. Someone that I could ultimately talk to, and it looked like it was this guy sitting on his front porch and he seemed friendly enough. Although, with my encounter with Sunny in the swamp, I'm a little bit nervous about people that, happen to be sitting on their front porch and ultimately invite me inside their house. But it looks like this guy seemed pretty friendly enough, and that's sort of the vibe I was getting. A couple of seconds later, it looks like his girlfriend or wife or whoever the case walks out of the house, and it looks like they are preparing a nice meal for us. Now, we have a little bit of a back and forth between the guy deciding whether or not I'm going to come inside or not, or whether I'm just going to be passing through, and eventually it is decided that we are going to be coming inside, and we are going to be getting ourselves a nice hot meal and some drink as well. Now, when we go inside, immediately that guy sits down at the table and he essentially prompts us to go check in on the lady that was there a second ago. So we go up to the top of the house and we actually go check on her. And apparently she was in like the middle of undressing or something, or wanted us to come in. The conversation is incredibly weird. So to recap the scene, we show up at this random person's house. They invite us inside for dinner. The guy asks us to go check in on his lady upstairs who's getting undressed when we walk in. And she makes some very sly comments at, the situation that's going on. I'm sure you guys can read between the lines there. And anyways, now it is time for us to go back downstairs, sit down, and basically get ready for the meal that we are about to eat. So that's exactly what we do right now, and I'm actually gonna let you guys take a listen to this entire sequence because it is insane.
Hey!
Hey!
Wait, this is just about perfect. One of them moments you wish could last forever.
Well, like I said, I can't stay for long.
Then look at us, like a couple of old friends. It's a short life, but a merry one.
Here we are, all the fixins'. I hope you boys left some room in your trousers.
That smells delicious. The food don't smell too bad neither.
Oh, stop it, you! How do you like it?
It's good. Different. That meat is so tender. You know what? This place used to be a pig farm when we was kids. Before we lost our ma and pa. Horrible business.
Horrible.
But we still got each other, ain't that right, honey pie?
And we still know how to have a hog killing time.
Okay, I didn't want to interrupt, but can I quickly just say how amazing the face that Arthur is making right now? When this happened, I started dying laughing. That is the greatest face of all time when he finds out that they are brother and sister. Anyways, let's continue this.
Here, that's for you.
Yeah.
Here.
Where are my manners? Drinks.
Yeah, I could definitely use a drink.
That stuff will put hair on your chest.
Oh, I doubt he needs that. Let's loosen you up some more. Come on, honey.
What the hell is that?
It's an old Aberdeen home recipe. That one right there is in 1894.
Feels like someone stabbing me in the head.
Come on, I thought I had a man here, not a boy. One more, and you and I both will go upstairs and have a lie down.
What the hell?
Oh, about time. take whatever cat she has on her, put it behind Mama.
All right, so whoa, things just took a pretty creepy twist. And as you guys can see there, I just lost all of my money. And now I've woken up in this pile of bodies. And you can see there, I at the time had $17,000 on me. $17,000 that those incest people ended up taking from me. That is so creepy. But look at this like pile of bodies I'm in. Like, who knows how many people they've ultimately done this to. So that is just ridiculously creepy. Apparently they were expecting me to just completely die. And that's not cool though, because if you were to just ignore this, you know, you would have lost all your money. So that's something to keep in mind as well. If this scenario happens to you, make sure you go back and get your cash. Otherwise, they are going to be keeping all of it. So I ended up sprinting back to the house, and needless to say, they definitely did not expect me to just show up. Now, you need to be careful. The lady who is going to be downstairs, she has like a knife in her hands. And if you don't shoot her quick enough, she's going to come like charging after you. And then the big guy comes downstairs and you ultimately have to deal with him. And then you have to search the house for your money. And I don't know if they gave away any clues as to where they ultimately put this money, but I felt like I was looking for, hours to find this. I examined every photograph. I went upstairs. I went downstairs. I checked in the kitchen. I checked in the bedroom. I tried to check every place that was glowing using my eagle eye. And apparently I missed like the most obvious clue out of the whole bunch here. Apparently when they like robbed you or they thought you were dying, they stated that they were going to be putting the money in quotes behind Mama. So at the time I didn't realize that that was a photo of their mom inside of the house, which just makes this entire story even that much more weirder. The fact that they're brother and sister and they had that very creepy relationship. They also hid the money behind a photo of their mom, which can actually be found on the first floor. So again, I started checking outside the house, inside the house. I couldn't find anything. You have to move this painting and then you can eventually get all your money back. And you can see there I had $17,000, like a lot of money. And I was freaking out. Like I genuinely could not find the money that was back there. So that was pretty crazy. So needless to say, if you ever stumble upon this place, which is, I think it's called Aldrin's Pig Farm or Aldean's Pig Farm, whatever the case is, if you ever stumble across this place, be careful. Because basically we got invited inside, we saw this lady changing clothes, and the next second we ended up with no money. It was like a horrible sequence of events. Now, I wanted to do a little bit of an experiment. I actually reloaded my save, and I wanted to figure out what would happen if you rejected them the first time, but then eventually came back. Like, for example, if you didn't go inside the first time they saw you, but you ended up coming back a second time, what would they do? Well, it turns out that you basically just go inside of their house, and they've been preparing this dinner the whole time. This lady says, I knew you wouldn't be able to stay away. And instead of getting drunk this time, she actually makes you taste the soup or something like that. And apparently the soup completely knocks you out. Arthur's like, I don't know what it means or I don't know what it needs. And this time when they did that, I did catch the fact that they were going to be putting his money behind Mama, which was the photo on the wall. So that made it a lot easier to sort of understand. And if I'd known that, it probably wouldn't have taken quite so long. But anyways, that right there is my journey at the Aldrin or Aldean, whatever the case is, pig farm. One of the craziest experiences I've had in Red Dead Redemption 2. There's been some crazy, creepy experiences, but this one by far probably takes the cake as the one that was just the most weird. And this time when I woke up a second time, I checked around like the body pile a little bit more, and it just adds to the eeriness of this entire story. Like, how many people have they done this to? It looks like it's tens, if not hundreds. I mean, there's bones. It's just, it makes the story just so much creepier than if you were to have just like passed out in like a field somewhere. But the fact that you landed up in a pit of bodies is horrifying. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Have you ever experienced this location in RDR2? If so, what was your thoughts? What was your reactions? Let me know in the comments down below. If you did go on to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.